Do you know that some people believed I was a spoiled child while growing up? Pay attention. Okay, listen, pay attention, Akebla, and pay attention, my people. You see, while I was growing up in the neighborhood, some persons believed I was a spoiled child. And do you know why? Because my parents didn't raise me like other parents were raising their children in the neighborhood. My parents didn't beat me unnecessarily. My parents didn't use flogging as a default language for correction. No, my parents spoke to my soul. My parents nurtured me with love. Let me give you an instance. You see, when I came back from school, as normal for other children, theirs is to bathe, eat, and observe siesta. Mine was not like that. Mine is for me, when I come back from school, I bathe, I eat, I have a chat with my father, and then I go and play football because my father had a job that allowed him to stay at home, so he was always present in my life. Do you understand? And some parents didn't like the fact that my father would allow me to go and play football when their children are sleeping. But unbeknownst to them, their children envied me. Their children wanted to play like me, but they had to obey strict laws. Mind you, I am not saying it's bad for your children to observe siesta after school. Your children deserve rest. Let them sleep when they come back from school. But you need to understand something. That wasn't my rhythm. And my father understood that that wasn't my rhythm. And so when it's time for me to play football, my father picks a chair, sit down and watch me play football. Those children that will sneak out to play football with us, when I'm playing and they are playing with us, one leg is in the pitch, the other leg is outside. They are peeping to know when their parents will come back. And immediately, they see their father's bike or car or horn, have a snippet of their father, they run into the bush. They run helter-skelter. And if their parents have a snippet of them playing that football or learn that they ever try to play that football, guess what happens? That night, you hear someone cry profusely in the midnight. Their parents beating them from playing that football. But then these same children will see me discussing with my father how I dribble people in the pitch, and my father telling me how to dribble better next time. But then when I come back from the field, I have my bait, we eat, and my father begin to teach me, guide me in my studies. Everything was balanced. In fact, there was a time when the community banned the use of firecracker. They said nobody should have firecracker in their shops. So that Christmas, firecracker was not sold in shops. And my father knew that I needed to express my joy in Christmas. I needed firecracker, but nowhere to buy it. So my father used scope. You know this scope that you get from motorcycle? My father got it and locally constructed it and was putting matches in it and got a stone for me. When they put it, I hit it and the thing was spark. I was having my own joy. Some people believed, they are spoiling this boy. But what they don't understand was that my father's love had boundary. When I was wrong, my father corrected me. When I'm drifting, my father called me and advised me. In fact, there was a time when I did something wrong. People were expecting that, they are going to kill this boy, or they will deal with him. So that night, my father woke me up 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning and brought the family album to me. I was expecting to be beaten, but he brought a family album. Started showing me the pictures of everyone in the family. He told me about my grandfather and what he achieved, and then told me who I was in my previous life, because in my home we believe in reincarnation. And he says, son, in your previous life you achieved this, you achieved that, and you will not achieve more than that in this life if you follow this path. That's why you must follow this path. He spoke to my soul. He spoke purpose to my body. He spoke to my mind and my soul. He gave me direction, not out of compulsion but out of love. So I was not caged. There was freedom, but that freedom in my family was not without a structure. There was love, but that love was with direction. Do you understand? When it is time to discipline, my father disciplined. When it's time to speak, they speak. So my father spoke to my soul. And that is why today, even when they are not there, I still hear their voices. Some of your children, what they will hear is the cane dropping on their body. But what I hear is voice. My son, remember who you are. Remember who you are. So what happens many years later? We left that community, and many years later I decided to visit them. Guess what happened? Most of these children that their parents were beating, kicking, they are now battling with one addiction or another. They are now battling with those same things that they wouldn't dare to speak of. Do you know what happened? Because as a parent, when you suppress something without wisdom, what you don't know is that life will one day give an opportunity for your children to make a choice. And because you did not nurture them, because you didn't shape them, you only control them, and now they have a chance to choose, do you know what will happen? What will happen is that excess will replace restriction. Because they are now men, they are now consenting adults. You will now be old looking at them, asking yourself, what happened? What happened is that you controlled them. You didn't nurture them. You didn't shape them. Your duty as a parent is not to control. It is to shape. Shape with culture. Shape with identity. Speak to your children. Imagine when it gets to a level where you tell a child, I'll report it to your father, I'll report it to your mother, and the boy or the girl will say, highest they will flog me, highest they will beat me, highest they will slap me. You have lost that child because you have failed to speak into the soul of that child. Akebulan, you need to understand these things are important. These things are important. No one says you should not discipline your child. Discipline your child. Discipline is part of African culture. But have you spoken before? Have you ever woke your child early hours in the morning and talked to his identity? Talk culture into him? Talk life into him? Once you are a father or you're a mother, you are a prophet over your children. Speak life into them. Speak that which you want to see in their life. Speak into them. Do you pray for your children? Do you speak into their soul? Or is it always flogging? Don't condition them to pain. Condition them. Correction with direction. Mold in love. Akebulan, when I got to university, I had a choice to do whatever I liked. I stayed off campus in a good apartment. Women were coming. I could have done anything I liked. No one would have known. But no! Because someone spoke to my soul. Someone told me who I am, why I'm here, and what I stand to achieve. And I chose the right path. Do that so that when your children think of you, they don't remember beating. They remember words. They remember correction, discipline, born out of love. I love you and I care about you. Raise your children well. I wish you a happy family. Because a happy family is a happy continent. Wisdom Akebulan is the principal thing. Aha!